What's up? So I'm back in this video that I'm doing for the sign of Gemini, and Gemini's, don't worry, because I will be posting this video, but I will also be posting some other videos on my Butterfly to Light channel, and just about the transits and birth chart placements and stuff like that, synastry placements. And I will be back, and I'm going to be doing a love reading for Valentine's Day, okay? And we're keeping it romantic and sweet. I'm just telling y'all. Let's do an energy check right now, though, for Gemini. Because I want to see what's coming up. Or I'm just seeing what's coming up through the cards right here, right now. Right here and right now, Gemini. Sorry if it's like dark, but the ring light, it was like shining all through my spectacles. And I'm just like, dude. Okay, we need a card for Gemini. Card for Gemini, please. Spirit, what's the overall energy for Gemini? And I felt this because I'm feeling this. The card that just popped out, I'm feeling that through the transits, the current transits that's happening. Like I said, I'll be doing on my channel. I'm going to try to record them tonight. Let's see, because the first one I got was, look, be still. All right. And it's interesting because, as you can see, the card itself is the number 5. It's represented at number 5. Okay. And when I think of 5, I think of like action, I think of expression, I think of children. So it could be a situation too, to where you could be dealing with, the focus might be child related, like on your child, things of that nature, like being busy or even going through a certain state of being at this point too. But I also, like I said, I think of expression, I think of fun, I think of arguments, disagreements, even confrontation sometimes, right? Conflict of interest, pride, ego. I think of all those things. But be still is saying a lot because, there may be situations that's coming up to where you may be feeling like you're forced to act. You may be wanting to express yourself. And listen, I'm also getting you expressing yourself and then feeling like other people are not listening or diminishing that, taking everything that you say out of context or something, out of context. That might not be for everybody, but because like I'm bringing the focus point back around to you, Gemini, and it's just like, in situations, or there could be situations coming up, and I'm going to put this in this up and coming week possible, to where, it could seem as if people are testing your pride, or like you want to be prideful in the situation. And there's nothing wrong with being proud or prideful in the situation, but I just believe it's all about the way you respond. I feel like there could be people that want to provoke you into arguments or disagreements, or for you to act a certain way. And I get it. No one can force us to act any kind of way that, they don't have that kind of power over us, but they will try to provoke you. Whatever the case may be, this energy is saying be still, because I feel like your best results in spiritual advice, like a spirit is giving you advice, Gemini. Spirit is saying that there may be some issues going on around you that you don't have to speak on, or you do not have to interact with. You don't have to act on. You can just, and it could be feeling like chaotic, or you could be like, because even if it's not dealing with other people, and I'm sorry for sounding like I'm all over the place, but even if it's not dealing with other people, it could be dealing with situations. Be still. You don't have to act sporadically. You don't have to act quickly. You don't even have to be involved, because look, another card was is self-worth. 9. Because, whatever is going on this week, whatever is coming up energetically wise or interaction with other people wise, It may be calling upon your wisdom, right? For you to act out of wisdom, you know, for you to be not reactive is really what I'm feeling here. That's interesting. And it's also self-worth. So I feel like this is also saying, Gemini's, examine how your self-worth, like walk in like have an air about yourself of self-worth. It's not pride, because number 5 is representing pride, but it's saying be still. So it's not about you being prideful. I feel like your pride is going to speak for itself. Like the way you work with people, the way you handle yourself, the way you respond, you looking real boss like, you know what I'm saying? It's reminding me of Kodak Black's song. I just feel like I have time. I have time, but hold on, let's see. Kodak Black song, The Boss. Okay. And Kodak Black is definitely a Gemini, but The Boss is, if you listen to Kodak Black song, The Boss, you know, that's the type of feel, that's the type of vibe I'm talking about. Because I just kind of feel like you being irritated or things done around you. And yes, there are some people, honestly, Gemini, there are some people that maybe feel like you should not be in a position that you're in, or you shouldn't be talking about what you're talking about, or you should. It's really not that you're not supposed to be. It's just the simple fact that you have people that are angry or upset or even petty about it. And you don't understand why, because you're just like, what are you talking about? Like, I earned my right here. What's the difference of me being here versus anybody else? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, but so I'm just saying, I'm making you aware of this so you can just be mindful, because I feel like you could be being a little irritated this week, and we're going to find out why. We're going to find out why. Yes. Yes. Ooh. Is it because you enter into a new chapter, Gemini? Is it because you entering into a new chapter? Oh my goodness. So really, it's looking like for some of you guys, you already were doing this. You were already behaving this way, and you just started being like, nah, nigga, like I'm worthy of more than what you talking about. You hear what I'm saying? And maybe other people are noticing it. The right people are noticing it. I just really feel like it doesn't matter, and you should not care who's noticing it. And I feel like once you get in that position to just be authentically you and just to do what you do regardless of who's giving you approval and who's not, you're going to be fine. And because this is not coming, the prideful but be still is not coming from a place of you acting and doing stuff because you feel like somebody is watching. You're doing it because you feel like it's authentically you. And I feel like people are taking note, or they're going to be taking note in this new chapter. Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, Gemini, you know, yeah, he just does what, you know, they do what they do. This new chapter is really interesting. And it's a 6, because this new chapter that's coming up, you're going to be, people are going to want to be engaged with you, involved with you. You see what I'm saying? They're going to want to be around you. They're going to want to gain attention from you. Could this be? Okay, so this is a mirror. It's clearly a mirror, Gemini. This is what I'm seeing. So basically, you know, these people that they're agitating you, they're doing these things, they're acting out. They feel like being around you or being involved with you, their self-worth is challenged. I said, being around you, being involved with you, their self-worth is being challenged. And because of that, they want to knock you down a few pegs. Because you can steal the show. You see what I'm saying? You can steal the show, you can stop the show, you can take over quickly, because like I said, you're the boss. Not even if it doesn't matter if you're the boss or not, like in the actual position of the boss. No, your energy is saying that you're the boss. Your work ethic is saying that you're the boss. You see what I'm saying? That is really interesting. Those are the 3 cards. You got a new chapter coming up, and it's about time, you know? So you just keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to have some more cards, please. And I told you guys I'm going to do a love reading too. I'm going to do videos for all signs, all right? Cards for Gemini, cards for the sign of Gemini. I ain't mad though, Jim. Okay, so who do we have? Humor. Yeah, because I feel like you laughing at them. So this is what's going to help you. This is what's going to help you when you're feeling irritated. Find humor in the situation. You see what I'm saying? Like, find humor in the situation, especially when you know it's like, okay, I've already dealt with Dustiana. We get it. We know what you do. We know what you're giving, because you know what they do. You know what they give, and you can laugh at it. Even if you don't laugh in their face, you can laugh at it. And for the ones of you guys that's feeling troubled or feeling like there's adversity, looking at comedy shows or being around people that make you laugh, or just putting yourself laughing will put you in a lighthearted mood. It will immediately, it will immediately take you from one state of mind of it, whether it's depression, feeling down, or whatever, unmotivated or whatever, to a place of feeling, motivated, to a place of feeling, like there's hope and seeing things from a different point of view, because you're just like, dang, like I'm sitting here daggone it, and I might be going through some stuff right now, but at the same time, I'm here, I'm laughing. So there has to be something better. Like, there has to be things that I'm blessed about. We have transition. Yep, because you're going through changes. Wow. Okay. So yeah, Spirit is like, this ain't for nothing. And your self-worth, and you having your self-worth, and you knowing your value, and you authentically operating in that, no matter who comes along, who comes around. Okay. This could be somebody that you've known for 10 or 15 years that feel like they know you. Like, oh, I know you. This is how you always let me act, and this is how you always let me treat you. And you're just like, no, I'm not. So yeah, you're going to, you're going through changes, because this is just in time for the new chapter. Yes, healing. Wow. So the healing is showing, like, no, these changes that you're going through, this transitioning that's taking place, is not easy. It's definitely not easy, because healing is involved. But it's saying, but you taking this path and you deciding to do this, there's healing involved, and that's what's getting you to your new chapter. You get that's what's getting you to the new things, the new opportunities, like the new explorations in life. Indulging in that, not even just indulging, but participating in that, being present for that. That's what's getting you there. This healing, this changes, that's bringing on this healing. And everybody knows, if you're doing anything, like doing something new, doing something different, being open to that, it's not, the new chapter, being able to get into doing anything new habits, whatever, it's not easy. Okay. And sometimes I feel like people despise, situations when you're feeling like you're at your lowest or been in your lowest point. Even when we're at our lowest point, sometimes it has nothing to do with what we materially have. Every single time, it doesn't. It could be like how we're feeling, of insecurity, or not really knowing about the future, not having a partner, not having whatever. It could be job, it could be money too, or just not being able to feel motivated. Now, I have mentioned Mars and Gemini for a while now, and I've said good things about it, but I'm not going to lie. Mars and Gemini could definitely be tiring, because it's more about people thinking. They keep thinking about stuff instead of just doing it. It's just like I was telling my daughter, who's doing like these tryouts, and I'm like, and she's like, I don't know if I'm going to get it right. I don't know, and I'm like, no, just do it. I was like, I feel like you should just stop practicing and just go there and deliver. Because this is where a lot of people are getting stuck at, especially Geminis, like feeling drained because you're overthinking, you're thinking a lot, and you're in a mind space. And then instead of doing, and by the time you thought about it, you're not really doing anything. But yeah, so this is pretty interesting, okay, to say the least. I also want to use these cards too. Wow, so this is coming up this week. Child, don't let these people get to you. Boundaries. Whoa, this is under. So let me show you how it's playing out. So we have this first card, Be Still, that came out first with the number 5 and all the stuff going on. And the people, being whatever's coming at you, really, the elements could be testing you energetically. People, spiritually, this is not limited. And because of that, it could be irritating. It could be irritating, get you angry, whatever. But there's tests going on. Because you have to be tested to go to the next level. Humor. So you're finding humor in this situation, right? And especially if you're like, okay, you taking me as a joke. Well, guess what? We're going to find out who the joke is, because I'm not going there with you. Either way, I'm being responsible for what I feel like I need to be responsible for. Look, and boom, boundaries. You see how we get that boundaries card? And it's a number 2. So this is boundaries when it comes to other people, other individuals, because you're just like, nah. And it's not even like, I'm not necessarily saying you like, you better not, whatever, girl, what you talking about, blah, 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 I'll do this. I'm not saying that. That's how you create your boundaries. It could be simply like, okay, I'm not about to engage you. I'm not about to engage you because I don't have to. I don't have to go through you, honey. I don't got to engage you at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, so yeah, I told you that you need to call me before 10 o'clock at night, but you keep calling me at 10:01. So basically, you're trying to say that you want to be disrespectful. And I'm going to have to put my boundaries up, and I'm not going to answer you at all. I'm not going to contact you, nothing. When I've already told you, don't do A, B, C, or D. You hear what I'm saying? Okay. If this is not you, this is someone around you that's acting this way. And I don't even believe, you could be like, hey, people could be thinking you acting stuck up. I don't even believe that, though. I just kind of feel like, listen, people will say a whole lot of things, but people always respect, and if they don't voluntarily respect, it ends up being this thing to where they're like, dang, that person right there, that person don't really play when it comes to them and how they're treated. They don't play, and they're not apologetic about it. We recognize those people. We notice those people that is just trying to always be extra nice all the time. Now, I'm not the type of person, I'm not all for the talking to people any kind of way and being rude and disrespectful to people. I'm not for that. But I'm just saying, those people that's always being nice and always trying to cater to this person and that person, and then like putting these people and these things in front of themselves, they're not really happy. They're not. Okay, we need another card. Inner peace on top of transition. Okay, so that's interesting, and that's 8. So some of y'all need to be, taking time, with this self-worth. Don't feel like, okay, well, I'm isolated while I'm going through these transitions. I am putting myself out of contact with people, and that means I'm lonely. I am sitting up here and thinking about all the ways I failed or things are not going to work. No, this inner peace is just saying, but there's other things you can do in the meantime. And it could be about getting things sorted, working on things that matter, going deeper within the situation. I feel like this transition is going to have you going deeper into situations, within yourself, with people in relationships, like forming more intimate, deep, understanding relationships, ultimately resolving conflict, and just, where conflict could be resolved and everything, just by you understanding your self-worth. You get what I'm saying? And rising above certain things, certain actions and reactions. Gemini, I'm just gonna keep it real. Now, you know what though? I'm gonna finish this video off. This is like kind of like an oracle read spirit message, right, real quick. But I'm gonna finish this off, and then I'm gonna do a separate video about maybe what is more coming your way, with the tarot cards. How about that? But I'm still gonna do a love reading for Valentine's Day too. Or maybe continuous reads. It don't have to be just one. It don't have to be just one. You know? So let's see. What do we got for Gemini? And self-respect. Ooh. That's right on. Listen, that goes hand in hand with the self-worth, Gemini. Like, what else can I say? Self-respect. 10. 8. 28. 10. So it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? You cutting out stuff. You cutting out interactions. You not even... Listen, you're kind of like, well, heck, if I don't feel like smiling today, I ain't smiling today. You're not going around looking ticked off. You're being professional. Like, because you're just like, I don't owe you anything. Because I just feel people having these things to say or judging you possibly, or have judged you, and off of false pretenses. Maybe even off of interactions that they didn't even have with you, but they heard. You see what I'm saying? Or just by looking at you, or just by whatever it is. But your self-respect, you see that? Your self-respect is like, you know, speaking volumes, and it's going right on in with this inner peace here, or this new chapter. You know what's so funny too? The last card that popped out is soulmates, the number 6. Isn't that great? Because I kind of feel like you're going into harmony with somebody. This could be a significant relationship or person. And I'm not surprised, Gemini, because like I said, it's right on time. It's February. I'm not the type of individual that feels like, okay, I need a Valentine. It's something nice to have, but I'm just saying, you know, this is all aligning you. And even if this is just not an intimate love affair per se with somebody, it could be like with friends, it could be like with people, like I said, that once you're around, but you're going into some sort of soulmate energy because you've healed, right? And then you have this new chapter, so you can have a new chapter with these people, these interactions, these soulmates that's coming up, or a soulmate. It's probably gonna get pretty deep with you and them, because like I'm just feeling like an opening up to, and a sharing, or creating a bond. That energy there. See, this is what people don't understand, because that energy is there around you. You might have to be kind of choosy and like understanding, like, okay, well, who am I creating this bond with? You get what I'm saying? Like, is this somebody that I want to create this bond with? Am I just letting things organically happen? Because it's just the energy that's around you right now. I kind of like it. I like it. Okay, Gemini. So, yeah, this is what you got coming up this week, right now, in the present. Wow. All right. So I'm going to be back. Thank you.